Breaking news: U.S. repatriates $311 million Abacha loot to Nigeria. The federal government on Monday confirmed the receipt of approximately $311,797,866.11 of the Abacha assets repatriated from the United States of America and the bailiwick of Jersey. Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami San, made the confirmation in a press release issued by the Special Assistant on Media and Public Relations, Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Dr. Umar Gandu. According to Malami, the amount increased significantly from over $308 million mentioned in the press release issued in February 2020 to over $311 million because of the interest that accrued from February 3, 2020 to April 28, 2020, when the funds were transferred to the Central Bank of Nigeria. He noted that the litigation process for the return of these assets, titled Abacha III, commenced in 2014, while the diplomatic process that accumulated into the signing of the Asset Return Agreement on February 3, 2020 by the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, United States of America, and the bailiwick of Jersey commenced in 2018. This agreement is based on international law and cooperation measures that sets out the procedures for the repatriation, transfer, disposition, and management of the assets, he said. The statement noted that the recovery efforts further consolidate on the established record of the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government, which has a history of recovery of $322 million from Switzerland in 2018, which he said is being transparently and judiciously deployed in supporting indigent Nigerians as specified in the agreement signed with the Switzerland and the World Bank. Malami, who led the negotiation team, noted that the tripartite agreement and the process towards the implementation represents a major watershed in international asset recovery and repatriation as it seeks to provide benefits to the victims of cooperation. In line with the 2020 Asset Return Agreement, the fund has been transferred to a Central Bank of Nigeria Asset Recovery designated account and would be paid to the National Sovereign Investment Authority within the next 14 days. The National Sovereign Investment Authority is responsible for the management and execution of the projects to which the funds will be applied, the minister has said. Malami said the government of Nigeria had committed that the asset will support and assist in expediting the construction of 3 major infrastructure projects across Nigeria, namely the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Abuja-Kano Road, and the Second Niger Bridge. According to him, Nigeria is in the process of establishing a project monitoring team to oversee the implementation of the project and report regularly on progress made on the public. To ensure transparent management of the returned assets, the Nigeria government will also engage a civil society organization who has combined expertise in substantial infrastructure projects, civil engineering, anti-corruption compliance, anti-human trafficking compliance, and procurement to provide additional monitoring and oversight. The recovered funds were said to have been laundered through the U.S. banking system and then held in bank accounts in the bailiwick of Jersey. In 2014, a U.S. federal court in Washington, D.C. forfeited the money as property involved in the illicit laundering of the proceeds of corruption arising in Nigeria during the period from 1993 to 1998, when late General Abacha was head of state. In 2017, the federal government of Nigeria filed a case in the bailiwick of Jersey to assert its authority as the owner of these funds and as the victim of the action of General Abacha. Meanwhile, Malami has called for greater cooperation and mutual respect amongst countries in the implementation of expeditious cooperation measures already set out in the United Nations Convention Against Corruption and is in the implementation of the Global Forum on Asset Recovery, Principles on the Repatriation of Stolen Assets. He further assured Nigerians that the federal government will ensure that the returned assets were transparently managed. So, my people, this is the news reaching us at the moment. The Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, has confirmed that the United States have actually returned the Abacha loot of about $311 million back to Nigeria, and it's been deposited in one of the accounts in Central Bank of Nigeria. That's a commendable one. It's a good one for our country. At least that's a huge sum of money. I can tell it's a huge sum that has been recovered. And he has stated here that the funds, like they've proposed, the funds will be used for three major projects, three infrastructural projects: the construction of the Lagos Ibadan expressway, and for Abuja, the Kano Road, and the other one is the second Niger Bridge. Those are the projects they've proposed that this fund will be used for. So just to that would help them to know that they've used this loot for something concrete. And they also said he also stated that he has put in place a committee, some persons that are credible, that have expertise in all of this area, to monitor and to ensure that the funds are used judiciously and used for this sole purpose. And they've mentioned, the Nigerians, let's keep our eyes open. What Malami has said here, that that Nigerians will be carried along in every step of the way, in everything they do. I really hope that that will be the case. Let that be the case. We really hope that that will be the case, that Nigerians know what is going on and everything that is going on. You know, we've been hearing lately about looted funds, not even the ones that went overseas, or the looted funds recovered within Nigeria. We remember Serap was even requesting at a time that those seized properties and buildings probably that were looted, rather than the health minister seeking for Nigerians to bring their properties as isolation center, they could use those for the isolation center. So in essence, what Serap is trying to say, that all the things, all the items, all the looted funds that they recovered from politicians, so I don't know, individuals in Nigeria, we don't have idea. We don't even know. Serap even took them to court to provide details of all of those looted properties that they claim that they recovered, and they are nowhere to be found. But right now, what Malami is telling us is that everyone is aware. Obviously, America has published it, that they've returned the money. Maybe that's why they are giving this information, because it cannot be hidden. It's quite open, and they're letting Nigerians know that in this case, they are going to be very transparent. We hope that they are transparent, and we hope that this Ibadan expressway they're talking about, it finally gets completed. All of this project, it will be good, because it will benefit Nigerians. When we're traveling on the road, we'll know that we are safe, our lives are safe as well. So my people, I do want us to leave our take on this. Leave your comments on what the Attorney General of the Federation has said. So this is the loot from Sani Abacha, former president of the country, and the United States of America has returned all of those monies back to Nigeria, over $311 million, and they are claiming they are going to use it for our benefit, and we would all see it. Leave your take down below in the comment section, and thank you very much to everyone that have subscribed. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, press on the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit on the like button. Thank you very much. Till I come your way again. Bye.